Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston. We're your hosts. We're glad you're spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's andrewroby.com, where you can always click on the At Home with Roby tab at wbt.com. We're still joined, Trent, by Amanda from Queen City Home Staging and Design. We've got a great show today. We're talking about Roby Realty. If you're ready to sell your home, buy a home, give us a call today, 704-577-9060, or go to robyhome.com. Find out about everything we're doing. You can get in touch with myself. You can get in touch with Sandy Thomas, who's our broker in charge. We will help you anywhere in Charlotte, any home you want to buy or sell. We're here for you. So, Amanda and Trent, before the break, we were talking a little bit about home staging, right, and getting your home ready to sell. And really, home staging is part of a larger process we call getting your home Roby ready. We can bring in all of our trades, all of our partners, all of our internal folks, yourself included, and really get your home Roby ready. And some of the things we talked about, I mean, you kind of mentioned, you want to move some of your furniture around, make sure you make the home feel open. You want to fill some vacant spaces. But let's talk about real quick, recap home staging and design, what you're doing, and then let's talk about those top 5 reasons you really want to stage your home properly.
We really want to make the home appeal to a wide range of buyers, and so it might be depersonalizing some of your home. You may have a lot of family pictures, religious artifacts, college diplomas. We might want to just take a few of those down so that the buyer can concentrate on the home and not, where did he go to college?
Right.
Or, look how cute their kids are. So basically, the best reasons to stage your home, we want it to sell faster. Everybody knows the less days on the market, the better. So it'll definitely sell faster if we get it ready. Most homes that are staged can definitely make more money, get closer to the asking price. Who doesn't want that?
Those, not to interrupt you, but Trent, those are 2 great things, because really, when you're living in a home, it's your home. You want it to be for your family. You want it to fit your lifestyle. But let's all be honest. When it's time to sell that home, you want to sell it as quickly as possible for as much money as possible, and it quickly becomes an investment proposition, right, Trent?
Well, you've heard the word nostalgia. We deal with that. I fight that in our business. It's great to be in a 66-year, third-generation family business. But if you want to grow and you want to evolve and you want to change, you're going to deal with some nostalgia, and you gotta break nostalgia. I love respecting history and respecting the past, but people fall into that trap with their homes. And if you're selling your house, you're selling your house. You're moving on down the road, literally. And people don't want to take pictures off the wall. I go look at houses beyond staging, like people that want to buy a house and renovate it. And sometimes it's very uncomfortable because the person selling the house, these people are making a full price offer. The person selling the house is offended because they want to tear out a wall and open up a family room. And you got to get beyond that. And what percentage of your business is homes that still have furniture and are lived in, and you go alter how it's all laid out and you utilize your tools and your products versus an empty house where you come in and do the whole thing? What's your percentage on that?
It's definitely greater. We definitely stage more homes that are lived in and occupied by a family.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, because those are hard to do, and a lot of sellers just have a hard time trying to know exactly what the right thing is to do. What do you get rid of? What do I keep? And how do I maintain, my family throughout this? That's hard to do, to sell your house, while you've got an active family still living in it.
And I'll tell you, Trent, the benefit really for us at Roby Realty is that we can bring Amanda and her team in. Your partner's Lindsay, by the way.
Yes.
So the 2 of them can come in, and they are an objective third party for us. So we already have a relationship with that client. So and just like you said, there's a lot of nostalgia when you're talking about your home that you've lived in and you've raised your kids, but now it's time to move on down the street. It's hard to have that conversation, and we have a relationship with them in one way, but to bring somebody like Amanda in, they can give an objective look at the home and really give your level of expertise to make sure you're doing what's right for that home.
Correct. And I think, with a critical eye, we can come in and look at some things, and we don't have any emotional attachment to the things that are in the house like the homeowners do, and that's what makes it hard for the homeowners. So I think that we can really help bridge that gap that the realtors sometimes have a hard time to do, and let us do that work.
That's great. So, folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the At Home with Roby show. We're talking today with Amanda from Queen City Home Staging and Design. If you want to get in touch with her, give her a call, 704-577-3536. Go to qchomeStagingandDesign.com, or you can always give us a call at 704-577-9060. That's Roby Realtor. You can go to robyhome.com. Give us an email. We'll put you in touch with Amanda. We'll both come out and take a look at your home. Trent, you talked about numbers, and Amanda, you talked about the percentage of people that are in the home versus a vacant home. We were talking earlier about some numbers. 81% of buyers find it easier to visualize a property as their future home when it's already staged, right? So let's talk about now some specifics. What are maybe the top 3 areas in your home that you would really want to focus on when you're staging a home?
I mean, the first one is how that house looks when you drive up and pull into the driveway. I just went to an open house last weekend, and I pulled in just to see the house and see what was going on in the market. And right away, the grass needed to be cut, the landscape beds were full of weeds, the house needed to be power washed, the shutters were faded. And right away, I'm thinking, if I were a buyer, I'm adding all this up and subtracting it from the offer that I'm going to make off the list price. So curb appeal is everything. That's your first impression.
And curb appeal, you're talking in the front, but you want to keep that, you want to make that walk around the entire home,
Absolutely.
Right? It's all about the
Absolutely.
outdoor areas.
And everybody loves outdoor space here in Charlotte, and so to make that backyard as inviting as you can and make it look like an extension of your home and another place to live, we look around the entire house when we come.
And Trent, we do a lot of outdoor space work at the Andrew Roby Company, so we know how important that is.
Yeah, I was thinking about you gotta do the full circumference of the house. A lot of people hide all their sins in the backyard. You want to walk around the house, kind of like a mullet.
Kind of like a mullet.
Business in the front, party in the rear. No, I agree with you, Amanda. Well, you say they're subtracting that off the price. I think they're even already. If they look at it and they don't go, wow, I think they're already moving on to the next house.
Well, and some buyers, they have a list of homes to go to on a Saturday afternoon. They may drive up and say, you know what, this is not even worth walking in the door, and we'll just keep on going to the next listing. So you would never want that to happen to your property.
Absolutely. So you get the outside taken care of. You come in the house. The main place people focus, congregate, you have a party, everybody's in the kitchen. You really got to make sure that kitchen is inviting.
Kitchens and baths sell houses. Everybody knows that. And to walk into a kitchen that is just full of stuff on the counter, there's stuff all over the refrigerator, it's just so distracting. You can't see how much cabinet space there is, how much counter space there is, how nice the appliances look. We really want to highlight what you've got going on in your kitchen there and the space you have, but you can't do it when you've got just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and Trent, that's a great... I mean, one of the signature things that Andrew Roby's done for 65 years is really help people reinvent their kitchens and make it a space where they want to live in. So that's a great corollary here between what Amanda's doing and what Andrew Roby's always done.
It is, and I've seen, in Myers Park and Dilworth and Eastover and these areas where most often the buyer comes in and guts the kitchen and guts the bathroom, and they know they're going to do it. You still want to stage it because you want them to feel good when they're looking at buying a house, even if they're going to gut that space. I've heard people for years say, "Well, I don't need to do anything to my house. It's a complete renovation or it's a tear down." No, you do need to do it because when the buyer's there, you want them to inherently desire the home, even if they're going to renovate it. And I think that's what staging does, even if it's a renovation project in the making.
Amanda, we're coming up on a break here in a minute, but let's talk about the third thing we talked about, and that's closets. I mean, closets is a big thing now, so if you got small closets, you want to make them look as big as possible.
As big as possible, and we're talking every closet in the house, a linen closet, a pantry, your entryway closets, because that's huge. And even your garage. Let's try to appeal to some of the male buyers in the market. Make your garage, stage it so that there's a workbench, place to keep sporting equipment for families. So you got to think about all those places in your home.
You're exactly right, Amanda. Thanks so much for being here today. Great show. If you
Thanks.
want to know more about Amanda and what they're doing, go to qchomestaginganddesign.com, or you can give them a call at 704-577-3536. You can also go, by the way, to robyhome.com. You wrote an article for us that really encapsulated a lot of this information, top 5 things to do when you're thinking about staging your home. You can find that at robyhome.com. Also, don't forget to go to YouTube. We'll have this, if you search At Home with Roby on YouTube, you'll find this video, and you can find out all about Amanda and everything we're doing at Roby Realty. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Trent and Amanda, we'll be back in a minute. We're going to take a break. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.